Okay, hello. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Aphrodite. This is Aphrodite's house still. I'm Aphrodite, the visionary. I am cleansing because the world is a fucking mess right now. That's neither here nor there. I'm just going to start with some light cleansing. So, I was supposed to make this video about a week ago, and Thoths and I have been going back and forth on it. Was I? Wasn't I? We all know what happens when someone says you are, but then you just sort of delay the process. Yeah, that's what happened. I was delaying the inevitable. So here I am now, trying to get it done. So today's topic of choice: the dark feminine. Yay! Woohoo! The topic I ultimately hate discussing. So I'm going to start off this conversation by saying the obvious. Being a spiritual woman myself, there's nothing wrong with using your yoni to heal someone else. We're just going to start there. There's nothing wrong with using your yoni to heal someone else. So get that in your minds. That's my stance before you hear what I'm saying. And you're going, oh, you're anti-feminine. That's not very Lilith of you. No. Shut up. Use your yoni to heal others if that's, what you were called to do in this lifetime. Everyone is different. I was in the industry for a little bit, it is what it is. We all get called to walk different paths, different walks of life, to try different things at different times and learn, what our specific skill set is. I was never specifically called to utilize my yoni in that way. I was more or less just one of my guides is like, maybe a background character is the best the best way to describe yourself, like you know what I mean, like people liked my short stories. They liked the sensual sexual energy as opposed to, I was not like a dancer or anything like that. Though dancing, I could get into it. Stripping seems fun. Hey, I could get into. Anyways, so I want to talk about the sort of dark feminine agenda. This sort of. So, as I've been working more with my guides and with my deities and just, in general throughout several different meditation sessions, something that they've been trying to reiterate to me is that the dark feminine agenda is kind of flipped on its axis, right? So what you are perceiving or what you're partaking in is not the way it is actually supposed to be. A lot of people who are partaking in this sort of dark feminine era are women or men, really. It doesn't matter what you are people with really weak identities, meaning they haven't started that journey of self-discovery fully. And what's happening is they're getting into that mindset of, yes, I can get out here and I can display a certain lifestyle or facial features or assets, or like body structure, and get a particular type of man or woman and sort of get what they have. So my guides are sort of saying, do they not realize that what they're sort of doing is succubus, incubus energy? Like, you'll be driven to the finest man and woman of high status. And it's not just in value, like money and things of that nature. It will be things like their name. Like, numerology. Like if you look up their like first and last name, do the numerology of their name, and let's say their name equals out to a 1, which is leadership qualities, and they display those leadership qualities, and then you display those sort of succubus or incubus qualities, and then you take from them. You take those leadership qualities, you suck it up. Here's the kicker though. It don't never last, do it? Those like 4 to 6 weeks that you're riding on that high, those leadership qualities, like, yeah, those strong sort of, and people are now, ooh, you need to be in this position. You need to be, now you got a promotion and you're doing this and that. And then all of a sudden it wears off and you can't handle your life because it wasn't the life for you to begin with. You tapped into someone else's destiny, someone else's essence. You stole. It's spiritual. We were just talking about this. Identity theft, spiritual identity theft at its finest. Like you've tapped into 555 when I said that. Spiritual identity theft. You've slept with whomever or, hung out with a group of whomever. You have no firm identity of your own. You can't stand to be by yourself for more than 5 minutes. So you're sucking up every energy around you, adapting to that, pulling this, that, and the other thing. No originality, no original thought, displaying that outwardly as though it is you. And it is not. And, that's okay. But someone needs to be a mother here. Someone needs to hold your hand and tell you like it is. That's not you. You're playing pretend, plain and simple, like you were when you were 5. You're playing pretend. It's time to go back to the drawing board. It's time to sit with yourself and discover who you are. Meditate who you are, who your soul's true essence is, without all of these people, things, and distractions around you, because you're unknowingly displaying succubus and tendencies. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean. And here's the thing. I'm very Lilith, but we have to understand Lilith had an agenda, and Lilith was a mother, and she was not bowing or conforming to anyone's standards of what she was supposed to be. Now, was she? She had an identity, baby, and she said, I'm getting me mines. I mean, you can't compare. So my deities were sort of laughing, and they're like, what are they doing? Like, how can you compare? You're talking about, huh? You don't know who you are. You don't have an original thought in your mind. You're stealing from other people, and then you're just upset when it wears off. You're tired, exhausted, depressed, confused, anxious, and back to the drawing board at square one, when all we asked of you was to sit and meditate and figure out who you are. We asked you to spend maybe a month in solidarity, reclusion, hermit mode, whatever you choose to call it. We asked you to spend maybe a month trying to figure it out. And you said, boo-hoo, I'm going to cry about it in a crowd. And now you're upset that your life's not working out. Don't shoot me. I'm just the messenger. I was born on a Wednesday. I'm a child of Thoth. I was born to deliver the message. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just, and we live in such a fickle time where everything is happening all at once. And people have no original thought. And it's so easy for them to be swayed every which way because you have no identity. You don't even know what the hell you stand for because you're out here mimicking Joe's energy. What the fuck does Joe even stand for? You don't even know Joe that well. He was the person you hooked up with from 2 feet away from you. You don't even know Joe. Now you're itching and scratching and acting like... What did our parents and our grandparents used to say? You lie down with dogs, you get what? Fleas? You lie down with dogs, you get what? I'm going to wait for you to say it because I think it was fleas. And the wise people said, what now? You don't have to take in strays, but some of y'all be acting like y'all's is the strays. I'm praying for you, truthfully. Y'all want to act like not the 959 when I said that. Some of y'all want to act like the strays, like y'all ain't got no home training. Pick yourself up off the floor is embarrassing and get an identity and stop playing identity theft. Stop thinking that you have to conform to one thing. Adapt, learn yourself. Truthfully, read your astrology chart. It will help you. Astrology's not real. And yet here I am calling you out. Doing my job. Because I dug deep into who I was supposed to be. I did. Yeah. And so I think the most important takeaway here is that a lot of people want to ride this dark feminine wave like it's so cute to be a succubus or an incubus. Like it's cute to not have an identity. Like it's cute to be this hypersexual, I'm going to jump on you or do this, that, and the other thing. You have no identity. You're confused. You need a hug. You need to recenter yourself, forgive yourself, love yourself, become one with yourself, and give yourself a hug. And then you need to reassess who you hang out with, because birds of a feather flock together. If it's not raising you up and uplifting you and uplifting the community, it ain't for you. And truthfully, if you're watching this video and you were drawn to this video, it's probably because someone somewhere has been trying to tell you that it's time for you to shift perspectives. Even if you're not displaying succubus or incubus tendencies and you're trying to grow, someone somewhere is telling you that you've outgrown probably your friend group. You've outgrown the people you've hung around. You've outgrown some cycles, something. Something is trying to suck you back into those old tendencies of, I'm going to adapt to something else because I think I need to be more chameleon-like. We're not adapting anymore. This is 2024. People are, at the drop of a hat. We're not adapting anymore. It's not happening. No, absolutely not. No. The ancestors said no. The deities said no. Get it together. Pick yourself up off the floor. This is embarrassing. And some of you who are devotees know this is embarrassing. Because your deities are sitting there looking at you like, I know damn well I didn't just teach you this lesson. Am I going to have to drag you by whatever you got? Your ponytail, your braids, your weave, your wig, whatever. Don't make me drag you. Don't make me embarrass you out here in these spiritual streets. Don't make me embarrass you in these spiritual streets. But again, I'm just here to deliver the message. I've gone through this. I can tell you, I got dragged in these spiritual streets. I was embarrassed, okay? I did not pick myself up off the floor. Not one bit. Nope. Chakra system all thrown off. Gut all thrown off. Weak intuition. Oh, yes, honey. I already went through it. I had to realign, reassess. I didn't want to. Didn't want to be alone. No, did not. Not one bit. Absolutely didn't. Didn't want to have to let go of some friends. Didn't want to have to let go of who I thought I was. Because I thought it meant death in a sense. And I could not accept the idea of what rebirth meant for me because I could not see that. And as a seer, not being able to see that terrified me. And I had to get over my fear of death. I had to get over my fear of transitional periods. I had to get over my fear of how I looked at things. I had to just get over it. And I had to realize that transition is not equal to death because death is not an actual thing. The end does not actually exist. It's just what's next. And once I got over that fear and conquered my fear of everything else and really decided I wanted more for myself, the roadblocks that got the hell up out of my way, it just worked. Nothing stood in my way because I didn't stand in my way anymore. So where are you standing in your own way at this point? You know what I mean? You can't keep asking your guides and the divine and everyone else for everything else, but you don't even know who you are. You're standing in your own way. You're stealing other people's divinity. You're tapping into other people's abilities. You're playing spiritual identity theft. You know, it's not going to work. You're all over the place. Please get it together. Please. So this was more of an interesting sort of video, lesson, teachable moment. I don't know what this was. It was a mixture of all of the above. We all know I'm supposed to be a teacher. Can we tell by my glasses and just the way I'm sort of intensely looking at you through the camera? We love that, right? But this was definitely a teachable moment for everyone, and that's okay. What we can take away from this is that no matter where you are, there's always room to grow. And you always should be striving to grow. You never want to stay stagnant or still or stuck in the same place. It just... cosmic beings and teeny tiny bodies, you know what I'm saying? Stagnancy is not for us. Meant to be growing every second of every day. So do something. Read a book today. Get outside. Breathe some air. Meditate. Reconnect. Learn about yourself. I don't know. Do something. Child, please. Because the way I had to cleanse the screen before I even made this video. But again, that's what I've got for you. Happy Moon Day. Monday, if you didn't know. Be easy on yourself. I know I was hard on you, okay? I'm mothering today anyway. I'm supposed to be a little harsh on you because the ancestors and your guides sent you my way because you wasn't paying attention. So I had to be a little harsh, but you be easy on you. You know what I'm saying? Get some rest, eat some food, drink your water, hydrate. Love on you. Love on you. Yeah. And I will see you in the next one. As usual, if you want to book with me, my link is below. And I will be doing trips soon. I will be doing group trips. We all need to heal. And of course, as you know, you can heal on the home front. But as my guides once told me, the rest of the healing, the final release sometimes needs to be off the homeland. You know what I mean? You can't fully release where the trauma began. Sometimes you got to go elsewhere for that. So if you want to book and like be part of one of these group trips that we go on in the future, hopefully before the end of this year, there's a link for that too, so that you can tell me what kind of trips you want to go on so that I can start getting these group trips together and we can just go and we can heal and we can do fun stuff and I can yell at you in person about all of the stuff you're not doing. No, I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, if that's something you want to do, let me know. The link is in the description box below. But until then, yes, my June bookings are currently open. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye.